We're closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl. This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her tied down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will. Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know. But I know someone who does. Follow me.
What's this girl to you?
What I need from her is my business. But I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful.
Ryan, he's a big fish in an awful small pond, you ask me.
Anything you say, pal.
If I was running things, I'd say, why just one city? Why not two, eh? Why not three?
I heard about your little friend. Such a shame.
Edward thinks the way to my heart is philosophical trance.
What happened to these children? What are they?
Where have you been? Cabin in Arcadia? Little sisters. Atom factories.
It's grotesque.
Red means stop, green means go. This is the rule all little girls know.
Compromise? Is that one? Come on. We haven't got all day.
What do they even look like under those suits?
What you mean? Well, I say you should have to prove you're properly versed on a topic before you're allowed to.
Funny.
What?
You not knowing about the little sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, that it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Refreshment, sir. Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
I went through basic, decent sort. The Italians. Papa this and Papa that. They can't take a crap without a papal dispensation.
Gets that from his phone now.
I suppose.
Mr. DeWitt, we'll find my source inside of that glove.
Cool. What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Private party. No entry without invitation.
We'll see about that.
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected.
Mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he's making, they must have gone out to local artisans.
I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. It says it's sponsored by the artist struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any. What brought you to Rapture?
A man
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Wasn't that kind of debt. Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
Welcome.
Excuse me. The lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
That's a lot of fine talk about a stolen ring.
I beg your pardon?
Right out of her coffin in Twilight Fields. Did you think we wouldn't notice?
I can assure you that...
The assurances of a grave robber are of no interest to me. If you hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you and me.
You come into my shop and talk this trash? I don't think so. Hit the bricks, you tramp, or I'll see to it they hit you.
Get your hands off me! Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up. Did you look for the mask?
Didn't see one.
There's no other way to get us into Cohen's. It's got to be back there.
Cohen sends those masks out in some kind of box.
Hey, I don't go in for all that splicing stuff. My buddy says it's not safe.
Shows you what your buddy knows. Open genetic horizons for a trial of fresh air.
somewhere else.
100% safe. Maybe it's time for me to get a little fresh air.
Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
Where should we look next? Upstairs at the Artist's Struggle or Rapture Records straight ahead?
No different than any other commodity, friend. You sell soybeans.
See that dish I walked in with? Will you give her
That unpleasantness with Fontaine.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course. Interesting, isn't it? Original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
How does it make you feel?
I don't know. My mouth for fear of what foolishness might tumble out.
Would you like
Hide
to?
in that box.
You son of a bitch. That is something truly extraordinary. Shall I explain?
Oh, yes, please. You have given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service. Until tomorrow.
Good. We've located the mask.
Time to charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
Fine piece of work back with those shopkeepers. You got a bit of the grifter.
For that you can thank my father.
Yeah.
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse, he's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen this type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Dance, dance, move! Be the conduit! Open yourselves to the music, to the spirit of the eternal! Why do you fail in this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick! Please! The stick! For God's sake! My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas. For the artist. Who are you?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, ladies?
I need to ask you a few questions.
Questions, yes. Yes, it is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You're more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her in exchange. All I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to go.
Cohen, son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt.
What?
Dance with me.
Come, come, dance!
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Suchong.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Suchong had Sally, I'd know it.
How?
As I tied him to a chair and asked him
So?
for 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
No!
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick! I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name, Sally.
She's not my daughter.
I thought...
Pain and beauty. To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
Look,
Fontaine's. Ryan sucked the whole thing to the bottom.
but it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough. Fontaine had amassed something near an army. Now they're down there, spliced up and wild. All right, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
What's that?
Burial at sea.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea.
Don't get too comfortable. Keep your eyes open.
Seem to be some supplies this way, Mr. DeWitt.
It's Booker.
What?
Just call me Booker.
If it's all the same to you, let's leave it at Mr. DeWitt. Look up there.
Could be him.
A skyhook.
Skyhook? You mean the air grabber? Kids use them to ride around up on the pneumo lines.
Air grabber. Huh. Constants and variables.
Constants and what?
Never mind.
Can anyone ever make it like Senator Cohen can? Rapture's most beloved musical artist returns with his queens. Songs of love, songs of joy, songs of passion. Lives like
Goddamn grabber stuck.
Mr. DeWitt! Someone's coming!
Come back! I want the frosted!
I got a sweetheart deal for you.
All right, I got the grabber unjammed.
No excuse for a rack. I'll show you.
Mr. Mr. DeWitt, look. Housewares. That's where Cohen said we'd find Sally. The store ran trams between the 3 buildings. We'll need to avail ourselves of that.
Assuming it still works.
Optimism, Mr. DeWitt. It helps in situations like this. When did you come to Rapture?
Oh, it was, geez, I guess around 51? No, 48?
That's a rather large gap.
Time. Life I had before. Sort of becomes a blur. 49. 49 for sure. Damn.
You look a mess, Mr. DeWitt.
Just keep your eyes open for splicers. They can do us a whole lot worse.
Here, little birdies. Eat it up. Well, it's good for you, you know? I've never heard of birds that didn't like seeds. What's the matter with you? Do you think it's poison?
Reminder. Wanting an item from the surface is forgivable. Buying or smuggling one.
Mr. DeWitt, splicers.
Can't blame me. Things always slow down in the summer. It's like heat. There's something that I wants. Son of a bitch, company, man. What's up? Are you home?
Still looking. Mr. DeWitt, look.
Well, there's the tram.
That splicer had no problem freezing a path for himself before.
I'm sure he'll be happy to do the same for us.
I have no doubt you'll prove persuasive. Mr. DeWitt, look. How many have you had? An ice rink.
Be good at places any to look for our new friend.
It says it's on the top floor.
So we go up.
No way, Jim. It's not safe.
Damn thing's locked.
Let me see that. Have matters progressed so little? I could turn this with a rake pick. Done.
Where'd you learn that?
Oh, it's something I picked up a long time ago.
Our frozen friend leaves a hell of a trail.
I saw you looking at her, staring at her. I'm a sailor.
Get up. Get up.
Thanks.
You want to thank me? Next time, try ducking.
A home is just an extension of the womb. It's my responsibility.
What's all this talk about cigarettes being bad for me?
If the government had its way, we'd all be scared of our own shadows. I'm the independent type, and that's why I smoke Nico Time brand cigarettes.
Gee, the government sure does like
Exactly. That's why I smoke Nico Time, because I make my own cigarettes. Rapture's choice, your choice.
Okay, I'm not always as confident as I appear, but I don't think it shows.
Over there. You see him? Look up there.
gasping about. To accept less is madness.
A rapture reminder. The bottom of the ocean is our home, but it can also be a dangerous place.
Because bigger is better.
Recently, I've been on something of a hiatus.
Look! There! Splicers.
Friend. I'm not. Who's that? Better warn you. I used to box.
She likes nice shoes. You like these? These are brand new. I had them made special.
I don't have time for those incapable of greatness. You promised never
They don't even seem sane.
Nothing beats your first splice. From there, it's all downhill. The frozen frosties, the jockeys who'll hand you 1,000 volts as soon as look at you.
You sound sympathetic.
They wouldn't be the first sons of bitches who found an answer at the bottom of a bottle. But once you see them go all weak at the knees at the sight of a little sister and all her out, they cut a less sympathetic figure.
Saving my marriage and yours.
Short-circuited. Probably be able to pop it open with it.
A jolt of shock jockey?
You familiar with shock jockey?
More than you could know.
Let's look around. Maybe there's a store ain't been ransacked by splicers yet.
Inside, now!
Never respected me!
Joke!
You're hurt! Okay, catch!
Perfect timing.
Did you intend to make some?
Found ammo! Catch!
That'll do!
Everything's okay. Just stay with me.
Why are you enough of this tomfoolery?
Looks like the plasma department is back that way. I'm sure we'd find something useful there. Ready.
You keep your eye on them. That's how you stay on top. Eye on them.
Andrew Ryan reminds us we all make choices.
Friends? Of course he's got friends. But I always come first.
The kids were sad, they missed the fair. Bucking Bronco, now they're overjoyed and lighter than air. Bucking Bronco, it's better than a carnival ride. You should always keep a bottle close by your side. Bucking Bronco, the law of gravity defied.
Bucking Bronco, the plasmid that gives everyone a lift. Fun for all, from Fontaine Futuristics. Remember, Bucking Bronco is also useful around the home.
Hey, it's a gun that Montana's are tied. He's a little Bucking Bronco. You can put
You don't belong here!
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt! It's freezing in here.
Something tells me all that cold isn't just coming from the ice rink.
Unless I say so. You got
Over
it.
there.
Anyone comes near that bottle without permission is a dead man.
That's right. Cry like a baby.
Annihilate! My ex-wife covered in tracks better! You promised
Take this!
Nice!
Sorry, that's all I've got. Mr. DeWitt, come back to me.
I keep my eye on these things. I catch everything going on. I got Ryan's controlling with those messages.
Mr. DeWitt, splicers.
I made you a solid offer!
When you start.
Catch!
Nice!
I put...
Come on, DeWitt, get up!
You can't talk to me like that. Show me some respect. Because I'm the shit. You. He's again.
DeWitt! DeWitt, can you hear me?
Stop calling, so I did. Now I just hang around outside the place you stay.
Watch it. We've got company.
Honey! Hey, you home? You want a signature, sweetheart? I'ma let you out here.
That's all I've got. Mr. DeWitt, ammo! Mr. DeWitt, the plasmid? Have you forgotten what we came for?
Locked. Elizabeth?
I can do that. All yours. Want me to open up that cabinet?
Damn it, that son of a bitch drank every last bottle of Old Man Winter.
I think I can help.
What was that?
It's a new plasmid. Lets me bring in things that might exist, but don't.
Not sure I understand. What's it called?
Tear.
Where'd you find that?
You don't expect a girl to share all her secrets, do you, Mr. DeWitt?
Freeze your enemies. Shatter them into 1,000 pieces.
I've been on a sabbatical for going on 15 years now. I get some work, but I want to get back to real action.
Being the best at what you do can really take it out of you. So unwind at Fort Frog. Gamble, shop, taking a show, or meet a
Alright. I know you're the client and all, but I've gone about far enough without a few answers.
My purpose here is none of your concern. Consider me a means to an end.
And why do I get the feeling I'm being set up?
I told you I'm in collections. An account is in arrears. My clients simply want to see matters set to right.
Don't make any sense, that's all.
If you don't like the arrangement, the bathysphere's back that way.
Open it.
There.
How long you been two-timing me?
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt!